What's up, guys? Back with another video. It's been a while since I've worked on this thing actually, but decided to come out and do a little bit. In this video, we're gonna be starting to install the front struts because I have to wait to get some parts in for the rear struts. So we're gonna be removing the springs and coilovers from what it came with stock, and then we're gonna be putting in the new front struts with the bags on them. I think in this video as well, we're gonna be getting to putting on the new door handles. I just have to figure out how to exchange the locks between the two. The ones I got with came with different locks, and I don't have the keys to them, and it wouldn't make sense to have different keys for the door and then the car. So I'm gonna pull the lock cylinders out of the ones that it came with, put them in the script handles, and then install the script handles to the car. So that'll be a little bit, but we'll definitely be doing that in this video. But as you can see, I already put one strut in. I'm waiting for spring compressors to take the top hat off of that, put it on this, and then test fit it on the car, see if I have to do any adjustments. But one is in, it went in pretty easily, so that's nice. The stock one is actually a good 3 inches taller than this one. So I'm thinking that that is like compensating for when it's compressed, when you lower the vehicle off of a jack or something. So this can't really change with that on a setting. So, I mean, it's gonna be low, which is what I wanted. So that's actually good in my mind, and it'll work perfectly with those wheels. It'll look very nice. But in the back, I do have to drop this whole rear end, and sorry for the lighting, it's getting kind of dark out, but I have to drop the whole rear end, take that out and get a new one because I need a late rear suspension. This is an early car, obviously it's a 1984, so I'll be going to pick that up sometime soon. It won't be in this video. I won't be able to do all of this in this video, wait a long time, but that will be getting done as well. Maybe in this video I'll start to run the lines. I do want to finish the trunk as well, but I do want to do the front struts and the door handles in this video, and then maybe we'll get to the trunk. But that'll be really it for this video, so I'll move on with this, and I will get back to you when I have all these done and the top hats go on, and then I'll be able to test fit it and see if I have to do any like chiseling out with the bottom. But we're hoping for good, so I'll be back to you when we get. All right, so I just finished taking out both struts, and I thought that you guys would want to see the new bumper being test fit. So here it is. I know it's horrible lighting, but I kind of just threw it up with 2 bolts and sitting on my stool there. But I mean, once all the bolts are in and it's actually on, it's gonna fit nice and it's gonna look so good. I just love it. But I got the bagging on this side. I didn't put the bagging on the other side yet. But as you can see, all of it is out. Nothing up there. So now it's just to getting the top hats removed from those, putting them on that, and seeing if I have to modify anything on the bag strut. Other than that, the front end is pretty complete, other than running lines to each bag once I have the manifold in with my trunk set up and everything wired up. So we're very close to the front end being done, and then we can get going with the rears. The rears, I have a feeling they're gonna be a little bit more tricky than the fronts, so we'll save that obviously for another video, like I said. But It's coming along nicely. Next, I'm going to be doing the door handles. I'm gonna call it a night for tonight, but next day that I'm out here, hopefully tomorrow, I'm gonna get going on the door handles, swapping all the lock cylinders like I talked about earlier. But yeah, I definitely knew you guys would want to see the front bumper and everything, so there it is. And yeah, so I'll be back with you on the next day for the door handles, and we'll finish up this video. Okay, so as you can see, obviously I have that one in, and I got this one in, all bolted up down there. Just waiting to pull off the top hats from those, like I said. But I was playing around with the new door handles, and as you can see, the lock cylinders are out of both of them. They're right here. Everything was just held together by this screw right here. So you took that out. These came out with it, with the spring. And then you could just push the lock cylinder out. So I did that. And these don't matter. I don't care if the keys fall out of these like they are, because I won't be using these. I will be using the lock cylinders. I have the ones that are in the car right now. So I'm gonna be very careful with pulling those out and then putting them back into this. But this is pretty much ready to be swapped in and put on the car. So I just wanted to show you guys the lock cylinders out and the handles ready to be installed. So I will get back to you once we start to pull these handles off, and then get ready to put these in. Okay, so as you can see, pulled the top hats off of both the coilovers here, put them on, and put the nut in for the bags. So now you can see the bags are on in the front. Wasn't too difficult. Just went and picked up an electric impact and got it all done. So the front is in. I just have to get the alignment right, because as you can see, this moves here. So once I start the alignment process, getting everything straight, then the front end will be totally done, and we'll be able to move on to the rear end, which would be harder. So now, since I finished the bags, now we're gonna start on the door handles and put these ones in. So I'm gonna start to tear apart the door, and I'll get back with you then. Okay guys, so as you can see, I have the door panel off, sitting right there, and I have the door handle out. So I brought the door handle over here to do a little bit of surgery. I took the lock cylinder out of it. You can see how beat up it is. And I put the lock cylinder in the script handle. So it's all working right now, and it's ready to be put in. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna start to put it in the car. It shouldn't be too difficult. The only difficult part will be lining this up with something very small back there, but I'll get it done and then I'll come back to you, and then we'll start the passenger side. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I successfully switched the locks, got them in, and they work. Door card's back in, shuts nicely, and opens beautifully. Very happy with this. I'm not gonna worry about the gasket too much. It's not that big of a deal to me right now. Maybe next year, when it really is a pick and choose type of year, I'll get to all the little things, but they're in, they look great, and they operate great. So now it's on to the passenger side. So as you can see, this is still the original handle. I haven't touched it yet. So now I'm gonna get to taking this out, putting the lock cylinder in the one I have over there, and swapping them out. It's not easy. There's a lot of tight spaces back behind here that you have to clip stuff in, press fit stuff, and it takes a lot of force with not a lot of room. So the last one took me about 35 minutes. So I'm gonna get ready for this, and I'll be back when I have, not that handle, I'll be back when I have this handle in and ready to go. Okay, so I'm back, and as you can see, the passenger door handle is in and working. Door panel's back in, everything's back together in here. Super excited on how these turned out. They look so clean. Gonna be very good add-on for this year's show season. Go over to this side. Check it out. They look great. So that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing me put those on. And I hope you enjoyed seeing the bags in the front being put in. I did not get a chance to go and pick up the rear suspension. I got tied up with some things, so that is coming soon, hopefully sooner than later. Keep your eye out for a new video coming out soon. I'm gonna work hard and try to get it done. And I'm gonna keep working on this car, obviously, to get it ready for March and the show season. Give me a comment on what else you'd like to see. I have a little bit of money to spend, so if you guys have any ideas, I will definitely look into taking them. But thanks for watching. Like this video, definitely subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.